Hello everyone, I'm Swati, your maths teacher, and this is video lesson number 2 on the chapter Data Handling Bar Graph. In the previous video, we learned about what is bar graph and how we read a bar graph. In this video, we are going to learn how we construct a bar graph of the given data. So let's start. Students, while constructing a bar graph, first we have to follow some steps. So first we see what are the steps we have to follow. The first step is, on a graph paper, draw a horizontal line OX and vertical line OY such that OY perpendicular to AX. I am plotting the bar graph here, but you have to plot the bar graph on a graph paper. Okay? The first step is, on a graph paper, draw a horizontal line OX. First we have to draw a horizontal line OX. This is x-axis, horizontal line is x-axis, and then a vertical line OY such that OY perpendicular to OX. Now we have to draw a perpendicular line OY such that OY perpendicular to OX. Now in the second step, mark points at equal interval along the x-axis. We have to mark points at equal interval along the x-axis. Now equal interval, so we marked like this. When you draw the bar graph on graph sheet, it is very simple. You just pick one unit and leave one unit. Again you pick one unit for the one bar and leave one unit. Okay. Now the third step is, choose a suitable scale on y-axis. Now you have to choose a suitable scale on y-axis. Okay. Here we choose a scale that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now here we have to mention the scale, that is, this is the small division. Okay. 1 division is equal to 5. If it is 5 student, then we write here 5 student. Okay. If it is in rupees, so we write here 1 division is equal to 500 rupees, like that. Here you have to write what you are going to represent on x-axis and what you are going to represent on y-axis. Okay. Now you have to put the topic. Okay. Now step 4, mark off these heights parallel to the x-axis. After that we have to mark the height parallel to x-axis. If we take one example, like here we have one data. This is mode of transportation and this is number of person. Here we take 3 mode of transportation, that is car, bus and auto. Okay. And number of person travel by car, if we take 5. Number of person travel by bus, if we take 20, and number of person travel by auto, if we take 15. Now we have to construct the bar graph. Okay. So here the minimum number is 5 and the maximum is 20. So we have to mark the scale like this. We can make the scale like 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. So here we mark like this. Here we have to write mode of transportation. And here we have to write number of persons. Okay. Now, number of person travel by car. Our first mode of transportation is car. So, in the first division, we write here car. Okay. Now, we leave 1 unit for the space between the consecutive bar, and the next is bus. So, we write here bus. Again, we leave 1 unit, and next is auto. Okay. Now, number of person travel by car is 5. So, we have to mark 5 is here. 5 is here. So, we have to draw the bars like this. This is car. Now, for bus, we leave this unit. Now, number of person travel by bus is 20. We match the height. And next, auto, and number of person travel by auto is 15. So, we match the height. You can also set this bar by using different colors or by pencil like this. Okay. Here you have give the topic of the bar graph. Here what information we get from this table: mode of transportation and number of persons. So we put the topic as person using different mode of transportations. Okay. Or different transportation using by number of persons like this. Okay. So we take another example. The next example is marks obtained by Kunal in his annual examination are shown below. Draw a bar graph to represent the above data. We have to make a bar graph that represent Kunal marks of different subject, like he got 63 in Hindi, 75 in English, 90 in maths, 72 in science and 58 in social science. We have to make a bar graph that represent the marks of Kunal in different subject. So what we do first? Yes, first we draw a line OX, that is horizontal line, and draw another line OY, that is vertical line. Now on x-axis what we are going to represent? Subjects. So we write here subject. And on y-axis what we are going to represent? Marks. So we write here marks. Now we have to mark the points. We have here 5 subjects: Hindi, English, Maths, Science and Social Science. So we start from here. This is Hindi. Now we leave 1 unit space. English, then leave 1 unit, this is Maths, leave 1 unit, this is Science, leave 1 unit, and this is Social Science. Okay. Now we write the name of the subject. The first one is Hindi, so we write here Hindi for this. Next we leave 1 space. For next we write here English. Next we leave 1 space, we write here Maths. We leave 1 space and we write here for Science. And the last for Social Science. Okay. Now we have to choose a suitable scale on y-axis. And what is the minimum marks here? 58, and maximum marks is 90. So we have to make a scale. So we make a scale like 10, not 10, we start from 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. Okay. Now you see here, one division is also divided into 10 small division. One unit is also, one small division is also divided into 10 small division. So, on a graph paper, it is very simple to mark the height of the data. Okay. So, in Hindi, what is the marks? 63. So, we have to mark 63. 63 is just above 60. So, we mark and make a bar like this. Now, we leave one space and English. The marks of English is 75. And 75 is near about 80. Next, maths, and the marks is 90. Where is 90? 90 is in between 80 and 100. So, we mark 90 above 80 but below 100. Next, science, and the marks is 72. 72 is between 80 and 60 is 70. So, above 70. Here it is 70. We mark. And the last one is social science, that is 58. 58 is near about 60. Okay, 60 is here. So, we take 58 here. Okay, this bar represent marks of Hindi, this bar represent marks of English, this bar represent marks of maths, science and social science. Now, what we have to put here? First, we have to put the scale. One division is equal to 20 marks. One division is equal to 20 marks. This is the scale. And what is the topic of the bar graph? Marks obtained by Kunal in different subject. Okay. What we did here? First, we draw a line OX, that is horizontal line x-axis, and a vertical line OY such that OY is perpendicular to OX. After that, we mark different points on x-axis such that we have to represent the subjects over there. And on y-axis, what we have to represent? We have to represent marks. So, after that, we take the height of different subject, that is marks of different subject. Like Hindi, he got 63. So, we mark 63 and draw the bars according to that height. We take width of each bar equal and space between the bars should also equal. That you have to keep in your mind while constructing the bar graph. Okay. So, we take one more example. The students, here we have our second example. This question says that the number of books sold by a shopkeeper in a certain week was as follows, that on Monday number of books sold is 180, Tuesday 160, Wednesday 230, Thursday 420, Friday 120, Saturday 340. Now draw a bar graph for the above data and answer the following question, that on which day of the week was the sale of book maximum? On which day of the week was the sale of book maximum? So, first we draw the bar graph of the given data. So, what we have to do first? Yes, again we draw the horizontal and vertical line first. First we draw the horizontal line OX and the vertical line OY. Now we mark the points on x-axis. What we are going to represent on x-axis, that is days. And what we are going to represent on y-axis? Number of books. So we have to write here number of books. So here we have 6 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So we mark like that. This is for Monday. We leave some space and then mark Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Now we choose a suitable scale on y-axis. What is the number of minimum books sold in a day is 120 and the maximum is 420. So we have to choose the suitable scale on y-axis. First we mark the division. If we mark it 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450 and 500. Okay. What is the scale we choose here? Yes, one division is equal to 50 books. So we have to mention the scale here. One division is equal to 50 books. Okay. Now what is the number of books sold on Monday? On Monday the number of books sold is 180. So 180 is above 150 and below 200. So we draw the bars according to the height of the given data. The second is Tuesday and the number of books sold is 160. 160 is above 150. Above 150 means near about 150. So we mark the height and draw the bars. Now third is 230. 230 is above 200 and below 250. Next is 420. 420 is above 400 and below 450. You have to choose the scale while constructing the bars. On Friday, the number of books sold is 120. 120 is above 100 and below 150. And on Saturday, number of books sold is 340. 340 is just below 350. Student, you have to use a scale while constructing the bars. And 4 things you have to keep in your mind, that the width of each bar should be equal and the space between the consecutive bar should also equal. You have to mention the scale and the topic of the bar graph. What information we get from this table, that is number of books sold in a week. So we write here the topic, number of books sold in a week. This is the topic of the bar graph. Okay. In this way we can construct a bar graph of any data, but student always kept 4 things kept in your mind while constructing the bar graph, that the width of the bar should be equal, space between the consecutive bars should also equal. You have to mention the scale as well as the topic of the bar graph. Okay, that's all for today. Take care. Keep practicing, complete your assignment. Have a nice day and thank you.